Welcome to Filmmaking Shit that nobody needs but I bought anyway, and reasons why you might want to as well. Day 5. This has been the workhorse for the last 8 years, at least up until now, that I have invested in the Blackmagic Cinema 6K camera, full frame. This has been the love of my life for a very long time, and it has served me very well. I've taken stills, headshots, weddings, events. I've done some videography on this, but a lot more definitely on the stills photography side of things. The Canon 5D Mark IV has been a trusty steed, a reliable sidekick, the perfect right-hand man for any job. Right now I have the 40mm Canon glass on there, a very tiny pancake lens is what they call them, because it looks like a pancake. It's very flat, very thin, and the very simplistic autofocus, manual focus switch, 40mm, which is kind of typically you think about like 35 or 50, but this is a very interesting focal length that I've been experimenting with just for stills photography, some family photos and whatnot. But it's been really fun to kind of limit myself to just this focal length, just this one simple package. And the great thing is, this is so compact. I can throw this into any bag. It's very uniform, as you can see. It's a small package, so you're more likely to actually bring it with you to places. That's the thing, is like everyone takes photos on their iPhones and their Android phones, their smart camera phones, but rarely are we actually getting back to that love of photography. You know, think back to that first picture that you ever took, or the first camera that you were able to buy. This was a very big investment. It wasn't the first camera that I ever bought, obviously. This would be a very large first purchase, but this was a very definitive moment in my life where it was just right before that I got into the corporate videography gig that I've been at for the last 8 years. But this was kind of my pinnacle, freelance videography, photography camera, where it was something that I decided to invest in order to continue the craft of narrative filmmaking and creative stills photography, so that I wouldn't lose out on that if I was to go into full-time with a corporate gig like I did. So this holds a very special place in my heart. It's not going to be replaced per se, because this is still going to remain my main stills camera for headshots, any sort of behind the scenes photography. I think it's still an amazing investment. Very good, reliable camera, full frame sensor. I love Canon's physical controls. All the buttons seem to be where I want them to be. They're very quickly accessible. There's still a touch screen for anything that you want with quick functionality to access that way. The menu system is very intuitive. I mean, everything about this camera, I have virtually no complaints, besides the video functionality, which this DSLR, mirror-based, was not meant to be a video camera, but they started adding this functionality because DSLR filmmaking became such a boom. What was that, back in 2012, 2011, something like that. I still will treasure this as a stills camera. It's still going to be going into my bag, and it's definitely not finished serving its purpose. It's going to be my B camera, if you will, for the time being. Canon 5D Mark IV with the 40mm pancake lens. Let's go!